The festival of the unleavened bread, called the Passover, was approaching, and the chief priest and the teacher of the law were looking for some way to get rid of Jesus, for they were afraid of the people. Then Satan entered Judah, Cain called it Iscariot, one of the 12, and Judah went to the chief priest and the official of the temple guard and discussed with them how he might betray Jesus. They were delighted and agreed to give him money. He consented and watched for an opportunity to hand Jesus over to them when no crowd was present. Then came the day of the unleavened bread, on which the Passover lamb had stood up. Sacrificed. Jesus sent Peter and John, saying, "Go and make preparation for us to eat the Passover. Where do you want where do you want us to prepare for it?" They asked. He replied, "As you enter the city, a man carrying a Jew of the water will meet you. Follow him to the house that he entered, and say to the owner of the house, 'The teacher asked, where is the guest room where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large room upstairs, all furnished. Make preparation there." Then left and found things just as Jesus had told them, so they prepared the Passover. When the hour came, Jesus and his apostles reclined at the table, and he said to them, "I have greatly desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I tell you, I will not eat again until it finds fulfillment in the kingdom of God." After taking the cup, he gave thanks and said, "Take this and divide it among you. For I tell you, I will not drink again for the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God come." And he took bread, gave thanks, and broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, after the supper, he took the cup, saying, "This cup is the now converted in my blood, which is the poured out for you. But the hand of him who is going to betray me is with mine on the table. The Son of Man will go as it has been decreed, but to that man who betrayed him." They began to question among themselves which of them it might be who would do this. A disputed up also arose among them, as the two which of them was considered to be greatest. Jesus said to them, "The kingdom of Gentiles lord it over them, and those who exercise authority over them called themselves when term. But you are not to be like that. Instead, the greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rule like the one who serve. For who is greater, the one who is the table or the one whose server is not the one who is at the table, but I am among you as one whose server. You are those who have stood by me in my trial, and I confer on you a kingdom, just as my father comforted one of me, so that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom and sit on the throne, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift all of you as wheat, but I have prayed for you, Simon, that your faith might not fail. And when you have turned back, strengthen your brother. But he replied, Lo, I am ready to go with you to prison and to death. Jesus answered, I tell you, Peter, before the rooster crows today, you will deny it 3 times that you know me. Then Jesus asking them, When I spanned you without pierce bag or sandal, did you look at anything? Nothing. There answered. He said to them, But now, if you have a purse, take it, and also a bag. And if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. It is right. And he was numbered with the strangler. And I tell you that this must be fulfilled in me. You, what is written about me is the writing. The prophet made the decipher say she wrote here the 2 swords. That enough, he replied. Jesus went out as usual to the mountain of the Olivet, and his disciples followed him. On researching to place, he said to them, Pray that you will not fall into temptation. He withdrew about a stone throw beyond them, knelt down, and prayed, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but your will done. And Jesus from heaven approached to him and sternly densely him, and being in August he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drop of blood falling into the ground. When he lost from their prey and went back to the disciples, he found them asleep. It candid from sorrow. Why are you sleeping? He asking them, Get up and play too, that you will not fall into temptation. While he was still speaking, a strong cloud came up, and the man who was called Judah, one of the 12, was leading them. He approached Jesus to kiss him, but Jesus asked him, Judah, are you betrayed the Son of Man with a kiss? When Jesus followed saw that was going to happen, there said, Lord, should we strike with our sword? And one of the stock, the servant of the high priest, cutting off his right ear. But Jesus answered, No more of this. Then he touched the man's ear, and healed him. Then Jesus said to the crowd, chief priest officer of the temple guard and the leader who has come for him, and I am leading of rebellion that you have come with straw and cloth. Every day I was with you in the temple count, and you did not lay on hand on me. But this is your hour when darkness lays on. Then seizing him, they led him away and took him into the house of the high priest. Peter followed at a distance and said, and when some there has kindly wine in the middle of the courtyard and has sat down together, Peter sat down with them. A servant girl saw him seated there in the frank light. She looked close at him and said, this man was with him. But he denied it. Woman, I don't know him. And so he said, a little later, someone else saw him and said, you also are one of them. Man, I am not. Peter replied, about an hour left another asserted, certainly this fellow was with him, for he is the Galilean. Peter replied, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Jesus asked. He was big to lose the cloud. The Lord turned and looked straight at Peter. And Peter remembered the word the Lord had spoken to him before the lost cloud. Today you will be did disowned me 3 times. And he went outside and wept bitterly. The man who worked Jesus regarded mocking and beating him. Their blindfolded him and demanded brutally who he is. And their same made other instead thing to him. At daybreak, the council of the leader of the people, both of the cliff of pastor and the teacher of the law, met together, and Jesus was led before them. If you are the Messiah, then say, tell us. Jesus answered, if I tell you, you will not believe me. If I ask you, would not answer. For from now on, the Son of Man will stand at the right hand of the mid God. They all asked, are you then the Son of God? He replied, you say that I am. Then